You Become What You Think, published by Restart You Human. Everything you are today, your successes, your struggles, your happiness, your worries, it all starts with your thoughts. Yep, those little conversations you have with yourself, the ones that run through your mind every single day, are shaping your reality more than you realize. It's not just about thinking positive or wishing for something to happen. It's deeper than that. The truth is, your thoughts are the foundation of everything you do. They influence how you approach challenges, how you interact with people, and even how far you'll go in life. The best part, you can take control of them. This book is about teaching you how to master your thoughts. I'm not here to give you vague advice or fluff. I'm here to share practical steps that you can use to change the way you think. And, by doing that, change your life. It's worked for me, it's worked for others, and it'll work for you if you're willing to dive in. Here's something exciting. By the time you finish this book, I'll reveal a simple secret to becoming rich in 2025. It's not a gimmick or some impossible plan. It's something anyone can do if they understand how to use it. The answer lies in content, but we'll talk more about that later. For now, I want you to keep this in mind. Your thoughts are powerful. They shape your health, your relationships, your success, everything. Once you learn to master them, there's no limit to what you can achieve. Whether you're climbing the ladder in your career, looking for more freedom in your life, or figuring out how to make the most of your retirement years, this book will give you the tools you need. Let's get started. Part 1, Chapter 1, You Are What You Think. Topic 1, The Science of Thoughts. How your brain processes ideas and influences your actions. Have you ever stopped to wonder how a simple thought in your mind can lead to the actions that shape your life? It's fascinating when you think about it. Every decision you make, every action you take, starts as an idea, a spark in your brain. Here's the thing about thoughts. They're not just abstract, they're physical processes in your brain. When you think, neurons, tiny cells in your brain, communicate with each other using electrical signals. These signals create patterns, and those patterns are what we call your thoughts. The more you think a certain way, the stronger those patterns become, like a well-worn path in the woods. For example, if you've spent years telling yourself, "I'm not good at public speaking," your brain creates and strengthens that belief. The next time you're asked to give a presentation, that thought kicks in, influencing how you feel and act. You might avoid the opportunity altogether, or stumble through it because you've already convinced yourself you can't do it. On the flip side, if you tell yourself, "I'm getting better at public speaking every time I try," your brain starts building a different path. That new pattern can lead to a completely different outcome: confidence, improvement, and eventually success. This is how thoughts influence your actions. They create a feedback loop. A thought sparks a feeling. For example, "I can't do this," creates fear or anxiety. That feeling leads to action or inaction. Fear might cause you to avoid the challenge. The action reinforces the thought. Avoiding. The challenge confirms the belief that you're not capable. This isn't just motivational talk, it's backed by science. Your brain is wired for something called neuroplasticity. That's a fancy term for your brain's ability to change and adapt. The paths your thoughts take can be rewired. It's like upgrading your mental operating system to get better results. Here's the key takeaway. Your thoughts are habits. And just like you can change a bad habit, you can change how you think. But it takes intention and effort. The next time you catch yourself having a negative thought, pause. Ask yourself, is this helping me or holding me back? Then, consciously, replace it with a more empowering thought. It might feel awkward at first, but over time, you'll notice a shift. Your brain is your greatest tool, and it's working for you every second of every day. The question is, are you using it in a way that pushes you towards success, or are you letting old limiting patterns hold you back? Chapter 2. Breaking Free from Limiting Beliefs. Topic 1. Identifying subconscious blocks that hold you back. You ever felt like no matter how hard you try, something invisible seems to hold you back? It's like hitting an invisible wall you can't explain. That wall is often built from your limiting beliefs, the thoughts and assumptions buried deep in your subconscious that quietly shape how you see the world and yourself. These beliefs don't scream out loud. They whisper. They're sneaky, and they operate in the background, making you believe things like, "I'm not good enough. People like me don't succeed. I can't change my situation." Most of the time, you don't even realize they're there. That's what makes them so powerful and so dangerous. These beliefs aren't facts. They're stories you've picked up over time. Maybe someone told you as a kid that you weren't smart enough, or maybe you failed at something once, and your brain locked it in as a permanent truth. How to spot subconscious blocks. The first step to breaking free from these beliefs is identifying them. Here are some ways to do it. Pay attention to your automatic thoughts. The next time you're faced with a challenge, listen to the first thing that pops into your mind. Does it sound supportive, or does it tear you down? For example, if you think, "I'll probably mess this up," that's a red flag. Notice your patterns. Look at areas in your life where you feel stuck. Are there recurring themes, like struggling with money, relationships, or self-confidence? These patterns often point to hidden beliefs. Ask yourself hard questions. Grab a notebook and write down your thoughts about key areas of your life, your career, finances, relationships, and health. Then ask, "What do I believe about this?" The answers might surprise you. Listen to your excuses. When you avoid something, what's the reason you give yourself? Excuses like "I don't have time" or "it's too hard" often mask deeper fears and doubts. Where do these beliefs come from? Understanding where these beliefs come from helps you let go of them. Here's where they typically start: family and childhood experiences. Maybe your parents struggled with money, so you grew up believing wealth is out of reach. Society and culture. Messages from the media or your community might make you think you're too old, too young, or not the right type of person to succeed. Past failures. A mistake in the past might have left you scared to try again, convincing you that failure is inevitable. The good news: you can rewrite the script. Once you've identified these blocks, you can start dismantling them. It takes time, but here's the truth. Limiting beliefs only have power because you believe in them. The moment you stop giving them that power, they lose their grip. Start by questioning your beliefs. For example, if you think, "I'll never be successful because I didn't go to college," ask yourself, is that really true? Are there successful people who didn't go to college? You'll likely find examples that prove otherwise. Your subconscious is like a garden. If it's full of weeds, those limiting beliefs, it's going to choke out your potential. But if you start planting seeds of possibility and nurturing them, you'll see growth you didn't think was possible. Topic 2. Anecdote: a struggling entrepreneur who overcame imposter syndrome to achieve massive success. Let me tell you a story about Jake, an entrepreneur who almost gave up on his dream before it even had the chance to take off. Jake had always wanted to start his own business. He had big ideas, a solid work ethic, and a vision for a product that could really help people. But every time he sat down to take action, whether it was pitching his idea to investors, networking with other entrepreneurs, or even putting himself out there on social media, a voice in his head would whisper, "Who do you think you are?" It wasn't that Jake didn't have the skills. He had done the research. He knew the market. But deep down, he felt like a fraud. He told himself things like, "I don't belong in these rooms. People will see right through me. I'm not as smart or capable as everyone else here." This, my friend, is what's called imposter syndrome. That nagging belief that you're not enough, even when you are fully qualified or capable. Jake's imposter syndrome wasn't just a mental block, it was affecting his actions. He stopped reaching out to potential clients, avoided speaking at events, and even turned down opportunities because he was afraid of being exposed as a fraud. One day, Jake hit a breaking point. He'd spent 6 months sitting on his business idea without making any real progress. Frustrated, he confided in a mentor, a seasoned entrepreneur named Karen. She asked him a simple but powerful question. "Jake, what evidence do you have that you're a fraud?" Jake froze. He couldn't answer her. Karen then said, "Most of the time, imposter syndrome isn't about facts. It's about fear. And fear only wins if you let it." That conversation was a turning point. Jake decided to stop focusing on his doubts and start focusing on what he could do. He took 3 small steps that completely changed his mindset. Reframing his self-talk. Instead of saying, "I don't belong here," he started saying, "I'm here because I earned it." Tracking his wins. Jake kept a journal where he wrote down every success, no matter how small. This helped him see proof of his abilities, taking imperfect action. Instead of waiting to feel confident, he started taking action despite his fears. Fast forward 2 years. Jake's company is now thriving. He's leading a team, speaking at conferences, and making a real impact in his industry. When asked about his success, he says, "The biggest shift wasn't in my skills or my business plan, it was in how I thought about myself." Jake's story is a reminder that the biggest barriers to success are often the ones we build in our own minds. But the good news? Those barriers can be broken. Chapter 3. The Power of Visualization. Topic 1. How imagining success rewires your brain to achieve. Close your eyes for a moment and picture yourself succeeding at something you've always dreamed of. Maybe it's standing on a stage accepting an award, signing a major deal, or simply living the life you've always wanted. That mental image isn't just a fantasy, it's a tool. One that can literally rewire your brain to turn that vision into reality. This is the power of visualization, and it's not just a motivational gimmick. There's solid science behind why it works. How visualization changes your brain. When you visualize something vividly, your brain doesn't always know the difference between what's real and what's imagined. Let me explain. Mental rehearsal activates your brain as if you're doing the task. Studies show that when you imagine yourself performing an action, whether it's shooting a basketball, giving a presentation, or even acing a job interview, your brain lights up in the same way it does when you actually do it. This mental practice strengthens the neural pathways that make the real action feel more natural when it happens. Visualization trains your brain to focus on success. When you create a mental picture of achieving your goals, your brain starts noticing opportunities and resources that align with that vision. This phenomenon, called the reticular activating system, RAS, acts like a filter. If you visualize success, your RAS tunes into things that help you get there, whether it's spotting a business opportunity or meeting the right person at the right time. It boosts confidence and reduces anxiety. Visualizing a successful outcome can help you feel more prepared and confident. Instead of walking into a situation feeling uncertain, your brain remembers the rehearsal and makes you feel like you've been there before. How to visualize effectively. To get the most out of visualization, it's not enough to daydream. You need to do it with intention. Here's how. Be specific. Don't just think, "I want to be successful." Picture exactly what success looks like for you. What are you doing? Who's with you? What does your environment look like? Engage all your senses. Make your mental images as detailed as possible. What does the room smell like? How does the air feel? What sounds do you hear? The more real it feels in your mind, the stronger the impact. Feel the emotions. Visualization isn't just about seeing, it's about feeling. Imagine the excitement, pride, or joy you'll experience when you achieve your goal. These emotions amplify the effect. Make it a daily habit. Spend a few minutes each morning visualizing your goals. Over time, this practice will become a powerful anchor, keeping you motivated and focused, real-life proof. It works. Athletes have been using visualization for decades. Take Michael Phelps, the Olympic swimmer. Before every race, he mentally rehearsed each stroke, turn, and finish. He imagined every possible scenario, even things going wrong, so he could visualize himself overcoming them. When race day came, his body was simply following the script his mind had already written. But you don't have to be an Olympian to benefit from visualization. Whether it's landing a promotion, building a business, or achieving personal growth, the same principles apply. The more you see yourself succeeding, the more you condition your brain to believe it's possible, and that belief drives your actions. Topic 2. Practical visualization techniques to apply in your daily life. Visualization isn't just something high achievers like athletes and CEOs talk about in interviews. It's a practical tool you can use every single day to move closer to your goals. The great thing is, you don't need to be a world-class performer to use these techniques. Anyone can do it, and the results can be life-changing. Let's dive into some simple yet powerful visualization methods you can start practicing right now. Mental rehearsal. Mental rehearsal is about picturing yourself going through an activity or task from start to finish. This technique is incredibly popular with athletes. They imagine themselves running the race, making the shot, or crossing the finish line. Here's how you can use it in your own life. Close your eyes and vividly picture yourself completing a task you've been working on. Break it into steps. If it's a presentation, imagine yourself walking into the room, confidently speaking and receiving applause. Replay it over and over in your mind until it feels familiar. Your brain loves patterns, so the more you mentally rehearse something, the more prepared you'll feel when it happens in real life. The perfect day visualization. One of the most motivating ways to visualize is by imagining your ideal day. This technique is often used by entrepreneurs and creatives to focus on long-term goals. Try this. Sit in a quiet place and close your eyes. Picture yourself waking up on a day where everything in your life is exactly how you want it to be. What does your morning routine look like? What kind of work are you doing? How do you feel? Who are you spending your time with? Let the details fill your mind and focus on the emotions that come with them. Peace, excitement, joy. This exercise not only helps clarify your goals, but also inspires you to take steps toward them. The future self exercise. Imagine meeting the future version of yourself, the one who has already achieved what you're striving for. This is a great way to shift your mindset and stay motivated. Picture yourself 5 or 10 years from now, living your dream life. Ask, what does this version of me know that I don't know yet? What advice would they give me? Visualize the confidence and wisdom they have, and bring that energy into your present self. Vision boards. If you're more of a visual learner, creating a vision board can be an excellent way to reinforce your goals. It's simple. Grab a corkboard, poster, or even a digital app. Collect images, quotes, and symbols that represent what you want to achieve. Place it somewhere you'll see daily to keep your goals top of mind. Pairing visualization with affirmations. To make your visualization even more powerful, pair it with affirmations. For example, while visualizing a successful business meeting, you might repeat to yourself, "I am confident and prepared." Combining mental imagery with positive statements reinforces the belief that you can achieve what you see. Final thought. The key to successful visualization is consistency. Like building muscle at the gym, the more you practice these techniques, the stronger your mental focus becomes. Visualization isn't about wishful thinking. It's about training your mind to believe in possibilities and then taking the actions needed to make them real. If you make visualization a daily habit, you'll be amazed at how much more clarity, focus, and drive you'll have to tackle life's challenges and move toward your goals. Chapter 4. Thoughts shape your health. Topic 1. The mind-body connection. How your mental state influences physical health. You've probably heard the phrase, "It's all in your head." But when it comes to your health, there's more truth to that than most people realize. Your mental state, your thoughts, emotions, and stress levels directly impacts your physical health in ways that science is only beginning to fully understand. Let's break it down. How your thoughts affect your body. Your brain and body are constantly communicating through a network of nerves, hormones, and chemicals. This connection is so powerful that what you think and feel can either boost your health or take a serious toll on it. Stress and its physical effects. When you're stressed, your body releases a hormone called cortisol. This is part of the fight or flight response, which is great in emergencies, but when stress becomes chronic, elevated cortisol levels can wreak havoc on your body. High blood pressure, weakened immune system, digestive issues, poor sleep. What starts as a mental worry, like overthinking about work or life problems, can quickly turn into physical symptoms. Negative thoughts and inflammation studies have shown that chronic negativity and rumination can lead to increased inflammation in the body. Inflammation is linked to conditions like heart disease, arthritis, and even cancer. On the flip side, cultivating positive thoughts can reduce inflammation and promote healing. The placebo effect. The placebo effect is one of the clearest examples of the mind-body connection. When patients believe they're receiving a treatment, even if it's just a sugar pill, their symptoms often improve. Why? Because their brain signals their body to start healing itself. How positive mental states improve health-boosting immunity. Positive emotions like gratitude, joy, and optimism have been shown to strengthen the immune system. When you're in a good mental state, your body produces more antibodies and immune cells, making it better equipped to fight off illness. Lowering stress levels. Practices like mindfulness and meditation help calm the mind, which lowers cortisol levels. This, in turn, reduces your risk of stress-related health problems. Faster recovery from illness. People with a positive outlook often recover more quickly from surgeries or illnesses. Their bodies respond better to treatments, and they're more likely to follow through with healthy habits like exercise and proper nutrition. How to strengthen the mind-body connection. If your mental state can shape your health, the question becomes, how do you take control of it? Here are a few practical steps. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is about staying present in the moment and letting go of judgment. Even a few minutes a day of focused breathing or meditation can reduce stress and improve your overall mental state. Reframe negative thoughts. When you catch yourself thinking negatively, try to reframe the thought. Instead of saying, "I'll never feel better," tell yourself, "I'm taking steps to improve my health every day." Engage in regular physical activity. Exercise isn't just for the body, it's for the mind too. It releases endorphins, the feel-good chemicals that improve mood and reduce stress. Gratitude journaling. Write down 3 things you're grateful for every day. This simple practice can shift your focus from what's wrong to what's right, improving both your mental and physical health. Seek support. Surround yourself with people who lift you up. Positive social connections are proven to lower stress levels and boost health. Topic 2. Stories of recovery and resilience, fueled by positive thinking. Let me share some real stories that show just how powerful positive thinking can be when it comes to recovery and resilience. These aren't just feel-good anecdotes. They're examples of how the right mindset can help people overcome incredible challenges, proving that the mind truly influences the body. The marathon runner who beat cancer. Susan was an avid runner who lived for the thrill of crossing finish lines. But one day, her world came crashing down when she was diagnosed with breast cancer. The treatments were grueling: chemotherapy, surgery, radiation. At times, her body felt like it was giving up, but Susan refused to let her mind follow. Every morning, no matter how weak she felt, Susan visualized herself running a marathon again. She pictured the crowd, the sound of her shoes hitting the pavement, and the feeling of triumph as she crossed the finish line. Doctors were amazed by her resilience. Despite the toll of treatment, Susan kept a positive outlook. She surrounded herself with uplifting people, focused on small wins, and practiced gratitude daily. Her mindset didn't just help her emotionally, it seemed to boost her physical recovery as well. 2 years after finishing treatment, Susan ran her first marathon post-cancer. She later said, "I think my mind healed my body as much as the doctors did. I saw myself healthy, and eventually, my body followed, the paralyzed man who walked again." James was in a car accident that left him paralyzed from the waist down. Doctors told him he'd never walk again. But James wasn't ready to accept that as his reality. He began working with a physical therapist who encouraged him to not only focus on physical exercises, but also on mental ones. Every day, James spent time imagining himself walking. He visualized every detail: how his legs would feel, how he would balance, even the sound of his footsteps. Months turned into years, but James never stopped believing in his ability to recover. One day, during a therapy session, he moved his toes for the first time. Slowly, his progress continued. Today, James can walk short distances with the help of a cane. He credits his recovery to 2 things: relentless effort and the power of seeing himself healthy in his mind. The single mom who overcame chronic pain. Maria was a single mother of 2 who suffered from debilitating chronic pain due to fibromyalgia. Some days, the pain was so intense that getting out of bed felt impossible. She often felt trapped, not just in her body, but in her thoughts of hopelessness. Everything changed when she attended a workshop on the mind-body connection. The speaker introduced her to techniques like visualization, gratitude, and reframing negative thoughts. Skeptical but desperate, Maria gave it a try. She started small, focusing on one positive thought each day. Instead of saying, "I can't handle this pain," she told herself, "I'm stronger than I think." She began meditating, visualizing herself pain-free and writing down things she was grateful for, even on her worst days. Over time, her pain began to lessen. It didn't disappear entirely, but Maria's mindset gave her the strength to regain control of her life. She returned to work, started exercising again, and found joy in small moments with her kids. Maria now says, "The pain didn't beat me because I didn't let my thoughts beat me. The way you think changes everything." What these stories teach us. These stories aren't magic. They're proof of the profound connection between the mind and body. Positive thinking doesn't replace medical care, but it works alongside it to improve outcomes. Here's what we can learn. Visualize success. When you see yourself healthy or achieving your goals, your brain starts working to make that vision real. Focus on small wins. Recovery often feels overwhelming, but celebrating small victories keeps you moving forward. Surround yourself with positivity. Supportive people and uplifting environments can make all the difference. Your mindset matters, especially in the face of challenges. If you feed your mind with thoughts of resilience and hope, your body is more likely to follow. Chapter 5. Thoughts shape your relationships. Topic 1. How your self-perception affects how others perceive you. Have you ever walked into a room and felt like people were immediately drawn to you, or maybe the opposite, like they were avoiding you? Chances are, their reaction had more to do with how you were projecting yourself than anything else. The way you see yourself has a powerful influence on how others see you. Your self-perception, your thoughts about who you are and what your worth, affects everything from your body language to the way you speak and even the energy you give off. The power of self-perception. Think about this. If you believe you're confident and capable, you're likely to stand taller, speak more clearly, and engage more freely with others. On the flip side, if you're stuck in thoughts like "I'm not good enough" or "people won't like me," you might avoid eye contact, speak softly, or shrink into the background. People pick up on these signals even if they don't realize it. Your self-perception creates a ripple effect. Your thoughts influence your behavior. If you think "I'm not interesting," you may act withdrawn or hesitant. Your behavior shapes how others respond. When you act closed off, others may assume you don't want to engage. Their response reinforces your belief. If people seem distant, you may think, "See, I knew I wasn't interesting." It's a cycle, and the good news is you can break it by changing how you see yourself. The role of self-talk. Your inner dialogue, what you tell yourself every day, is the foundation of your self-perception. Negative self-talk like "I'll never be good at this" or "I'm not attractive enough" becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. But when you start shifting that dialogue to positive, empowering statements, your behavior changes, and so do the responses you get from others. For example, replace "I'm bad at meeting new people" with "I'm learning to connect with others, one step at a time." Swap "No one cares what I have to say, for my voice adds value to every conversation." Over time, these shifts in self-talk can transform how you show up in your relationships. Your energy speaks louder than words. Even when you're not saying a word, your energy, shaped by your thoughts, speaks volumes. If you see yourself as unworthy or inadequate, that energy can come across as hesitation or insecurity. But when you believe in yourself, people naturally gravitate toward your confidence. Here's an example. Imagine two people walking into a meeting. The first person thinks, "I don't belong here." Their shoulders are slouched, their voice is timid, and they avoid making eye contact. The second person thinks, "I bring value to this room." They walk in with their head held high, a firm handshake, and an open demeanor. Who do you think leaves a stronger impression? How to improve your self-perception. If your self-perception isn't where you want it to be, don't worry, it's something you can work on. Here's how. Challenge negative beliefs. When you catch yourself thinking something negative about yourself, ask, "Is this really true?" Replace it with a more supportive thought. Focus on your strengths. Make a list of things you're good at, no matter how small. Remind yourself of these strengths daily to build your confidence. Practice self-compassion. Treat yourself the way you would treat a close friend. Instead of beating yourself up for mistakes, remind yourself that nobody's perfect. Adopt confident body language. Even if you don't feel confident, stand tall, make eye contact, and smile. Acting the part can trick your brain into believing it. Surround yourself with positive influences. Spend time with people who uplift and encourage you. Their positivity will rub off on you and help reinforce a better self-perception. Final thought. The way you see yourself sets the tone for how others will see you. If you carry yourself with self-respect, confidence, and kindness, people will respond in kind. The beauty of this is that you don't have to wait for someone else to change how they treat you. It all starts with changing how you treat yourself. When you shift your self-perception, you not only transform your relationships with others, but you also deepen the most important relationship you'll ever have, the one with yourself. Topic 2. Strategies for building meaningful connections. By fostering positivity, building meaningful connections starts with fostering positivity in your thoughts, words, and actions. When you bring a positive attitude into your interactions, it creates a welcoming energy that draws people in and makes them want to stay. Here are simple strategies to help you do that. 1. Focus on the good in others. When you meet someone, instead of judging or looking for flaws, focus on what's admirable about them. Compliment their ideas, acknowledge their efforts, or simply smile. People naturally gravitate toward those who make them feel appreciated. 2. Practice active listening. Give your full attention to the person speaking. Nod, make eye contact, and ask questions to show you care. Positive connections grow when people feel truly heard. 3. Be kind and generous. Acts of kindness, no matter how small, go a long way. Help someone solve a problem, share a resource, or just offer a few encouraging words. Positivity is contagious, and your kindness will inspire others to pay it forward. 4. Avoid negativity and gossip. When you focus on uplifting conversations and steer clear of complaints or gossip, you create an environment where others feel safe and respected. People are more likely to connect deeply when there's trust. 5. Show gratitude. Expressing gratitude strengthens bonds. Whether it's thanking someone for their time, help, or even just their company, it reinforces the connection. 6. Be authentic. Positivity doesn't mean pretending to be happy all the time. Be honest about your thoughts and feelings while staying respectful. Authenticity builds trust, and trust is the foundation of any meaningful connection. 7. Smile and use positive body language. Your nonverbal cues matter. A genuine smile, open posture, and relaxed tone can instantly make someone feel more comfortable and connected to you. 8. Surround yourself with positivity. The more you cultivate positivity within yourself, the easier it becomes to share it with others. Practice self-care, think encouraging thoughts, and keep your mindset focused on growth. When you approach relationships with positivity, you create the kind of connections that last. People are drawn to energy that uplifts and inspires, and by fostering that energy in yourself, you'll naturally build stronger, more meaningful bonds. Chapter 6. Thoughts shape your wealth. Topic 1. Unpacking the wealth. Mindset. Scarcity versus abundance. Thinking. The way you think about money can either hold you back or propel you forward. 2 key mindsets play a massive role in shaping your financial future: scarcity thinking and abundance thinking. Understanding the difference between the two is the first step to building a mindset that attracts wealth. Scarcity thinking. Scarcity thinking is rooted in the belief that resources, money, opportunities, success are limited. It's the mindset that says, there's not enough for everyone, or if they succeed, I'll lose out. People with a scarcity mindset often focus on what they lack, fear taking risks because they might lose what little they have, avoid investing in themselves, thinking it's too expensive or wasteful. This mindset can create a cycle of fear and stagnation. When you focus on scarcity, you're less likely to see opportunities and more likely to stay stuck in the same financial patterns. Abundance thinking, on the other hand, abundance thinking is rooted in the belief that there's plenty to go around. It's the idea that opportunities are everywhere if you're willing to look for them, and success isn't a zero-sum game. People with an abundance mindset focus on possibilities rather than limitations. Take calculated risks, knowing that setbacks are temporary. Invest in growth, whether it's education, tools, or networking, because they see it as a way to create more. This mindset opens the door to creativity, problem-solving, and the ability to see potential where others see obstacles. The impact on wealth scarcity. Thinking often leads to short-term decisions, saving every penny out of fear, avoiding investments, or refusing to spend on tools or knowledge that could lead to growth. Abundance thinking, however, focuses on long-term value, using money as a tool to create more opportunities and build wealth. For example, someone with a scarcity mindset might avoid starting a business because they fear losing their savings. Someone with an abundance mindset sees that same savings as an investment in a bigger future. Shifting from scarcity to abundance. If you've been stuck in scarcity thinking, don't worry, it's possible to change. Here's how. Focus on gratitude. Regularly remind yourself of what you already have. Gratitude shifts your focus from lack to abundance. Reframe your beliefs about money. Instead of thinking, money is hard to come by, try, money is a tool that I can attract and grow. Invest in yourself. Whether it's learning a new skill, attending a workshop, or hiring a coach, see it as an investment in your future wealth, not a loss. Surround yourself with abundance-minded people. Spend time with people who think big, take risks, and approach life with possibility. Their mindset will inspire and influence you. Take small, confident steps. Abundance thinking doesn't mean throwing caution to the wind. Start with small, thoughtful actions that align with growth, like setting aside a budget for personal development or exploring new income streams. Your mindset is the foundation of your financial success. By shifting from scarcity to abundance, you'll not only change how you think about money, but also how you attract and grow it. The opportunities are there. You just have to train your mind to see them. Topic 2. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Eleanor Roosevelt. Belief in dreams is more than poetic inspiration. It's a financial principle that shapes the course of your life. Wealth isn't just about accumulating money, it's about building a life that aligns with your deepest aspirations. And the truth is, your dreams and your belief in them hold the blueprint to your financial future. Dreams as the seed of wealth. Every innovation, every empire, every game-changing idea began as a dream in someone's mind. Your dreams are your internal compass, guiding you toward the life you're meant to create. However, dreams alone won't bring wealth. What bridges the gap between a dream and financial success is belief. Without belief, dreams remain fantasies, vague, unfulfilled notions. But with belief, your dreams transform into goals. You take action, plan, and persevere even when challenges arise. This mindset is the foundation of what Eleanor Roosevelt's words represent. Believing in the beauty of your dreams turns them into tangible realities. Why belief matters? Belief isn't just about wishing, it's about conviction. When you believe in your dreams, you commit to action. Belief pushes you to take the first step, then the next and the next. It transforms someday into today. You build resilience. Every dream encounters setbacks. Belief keeps you grounded, reminding you why you started and helping you push through adversity. You attract opportunities. Belief radiates confidence, which draws people, resources, and opportunities into your orbit. People want to align with someone who has a clear vision and unwavering commitment. You inspire others. Your belief creates a ripple effect. When you chase your dreams, it encourages others to do the same, multiplying the possibilities for success. The financial connection. Belief in your dreams drives wealth creation because it aligns your focus with your purpose. When you believe, you take calculated risks. Fear of failure shrinks in the face of belief. You're willing to invest time, energy, and resources into your dreams because you see the potential payoff. You think expansively. Belief broadens your perspective. Instead of asking, "What if I fail?" you start asking, "What if I succeed?" This shift opens your mind to creative ways of earning and growing wealth. You prioritize long-term vision over short-term gratification. Dreams often require sacrifices, whether it's time, money, or comfort. Belief helps you stay disciplined, making decisions that align with your ultimate goals. Practical steps to turn dreams into wealth. Clarify your dream. Write it down. Be specific. What does your dream life look like? What does financial success mean to you? The clearer the vision, the easier it is to act on it. Break it down. Big dreams can feel overwhelming, but breaking them into smaller, actionable goals makes them achievable. For example, if your dream is to start a business, your first step might be researching your industry or creating a business plan. Invest in your dream. This could mean saving money to fund your idea, dedicating time to learn new skills, or networking with people who can help. Every investment you make strengthens your belief in your dream. Visualize your success. Picture yourself living your dream. How does it feel? What have you achieved? Visualization helps keep your belief alive, even when the journey feels tough. Surround yourself with dreamers. Spend time with people who inspire and uplift you. Their energy will reinforce your belief and motivate you to keep going. A dream turned reality. Sarah's story. Let's take a moment to learn from Sarah, a woman who turned her dream into a thriving business. Sarah always dreamed of opening a bakery that specialized in allergy-friendly desserts. For years, she hesitated, doubting her ability to compete with established businesses. One day, she stumbled upon Eleanor Roosevelt's quote and decided to write it on a sticky note she kept on her desk. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. With those words as her guide, Sarah began taking small but meaningful steps. She attended baking workshops to refine her skills. She started selling desserts at local markets to build a loyal customer base. She saved a portion of her income each month to fund her future bakery. There were moments of doubt, days when sales were slow or recipes failed, but Sarah's belief in her dream kept her going. 5 years later, her bakery not only became a reality, but also a local sensation, known for its delicious and inclusive treats. When asked what made the difference, Sarah said, "The dream was always there, but belief turned it into a plan. Belief gave me the courage to try." Final thought. Believing in the beauty of your dreams is more than just inspiration. It's a call to action. It's about trusting that your aspirations are valid and worth pursuing, no matter how big or far away they seem. The future truly belongs to those who dare to believe in their dreams and take steps to make them real. So ask yourself, what dream have you been holding back on? What's stopping you from believing it's possible? Because once you believe, the rest will follow. Part 3. Building the life you desire. Chapter 7. The Art of Thought Manipulation. Topic 1. How to trick your brain into working for you instead of against you. Your brain is a powerful tool capable of incredible feats. But here's the twist. It doesn't always work in your favor. Left unchecked, it can sabotage you with self-doubt, procrastination, and fear. However, with the right techniques, you can turn your brain into your greatest ally, training it to help you achieve your goals instead of holding you back. The secret lies in tricking your brain, or more accurately, rewiring its habits and responses. Let's dive into how this works and how you can make it happen. Why your brain works against you. Your brain is wired for survival, not success. This means it's naturally cautious and risk-averse. When faced with challenges or uncertainty, it defaults to patterns designed to keep you safe, like avoiding discomfort or sticking to familiar routines. While this instinct served our ancestors well, it can be a hurdle in modern life, where growth often requires stepping into the unknown. Some common ways your brain works against you include fear of failure. It convinces you to stay in your comfort zone. Procrastination. It seeks short-term gratification over long-term rewards. Negative self-talk. It fixates on doubts to prevent potential embarrassment. But here's the good news. Your brain is highly adaptable. With the right strategies, you can redirect these tendencies to serve your goals. Tricks to make your brain work for you. 1. Reframe fear as excitement. Your brain processes fear and excitement in similar ways. Both trigger a rush of adrenaline and heightened focus. The difference is in your interpretation. Instead of saying, "I'm terrified of this presentation," try saying, "I'm excited to share my ideas." This simple shift reprograms your brain to associate challenges with positive anticipation rather than dread. 2. Leverage the power of micro goals. Your brain loves quick wins. Big, overwhelming goals can trigger procrastination, but breaking them into smaller, manageable steps creates a sense of progress and momentum. For example, if you're writing a book, don't think about finishing the entire manuscript. Set a goal to write 300 words today. Each small success releases dopamine, your brain's reward chemical, which motivates you to keep going. 3. Reward yourself strategically. Your brain responds to rewards, but they don't have to be extravagant. Even small incentives can reinforce positive behavior. Create a system where you treat yourself after completing a task. For example, enjoy a favorite snack after finishing a workout or take a 10-minute break after an hour of focused work. The key is consistency. Regular rewards train your brain to associate effort with pleasure, making it more likely to cooperate. 4. Override negative self-talk with affirmations. Your brain believes what you tell it most often, even if it's not true. Negative self-talk can spiral into a self-fulfilling prophecy, but affirmations can break the cycle. Replace "I can't do this" with "I'm learning and improving every day." Repeat these affirmations daily, especially during moments of doubt. Over time, your brain will internalize these positive statements. 5. Use visualization to prime your brain. Visualization tricks your brain into thinking you've already achieved your goal, which boosts confidence and reduces anxiety. Spend a few minutes each day imagining yourself succeeding at a specific task. Picture the details, how you'll feel, what you'll see, the reactions of others. This mental rehearsal prepares your brain for success, making it more likely to follow through when the time comes. 6. Create habits using cue routine reward loops. Your brain loves habits because they conserve energy. To create new, productive habits, use the cue routine reward framework. Cue. Identify a trigger for the habit, e.g., setting an alarm to remind you to meditate. Routine. Establish the action you want to take, e.g., sitting quietly and focusing on your breath. Reward. Reinforce the habit with something enjoyable, e.g., sipping your favorite tea afterward. Over time, this loop becomes automatic, reducing the mental effort required. 7. Hack your brain's focus with time blocks. Your brain works best in short, intense bursts. Long periods of work often lead to diminishing returns, so trick it into staying focused using time-blocking techniques like the Pomodoro technique. Work for 25 minutes, then take a 5-minute break. Repeat this cycle 4 times, then take a longer break. This structure keeps your brain engaged while preventing burnout. 8. Anchor new beliefs with evidence. Your brain clings to beliefs that have evidence to support them. To change a limiting belief, provide your brain with proof of the opposite. If you believe, "I'm not good at public speaking," actively seek opportunities to practice. After each success, remind yourself, "I handled that presentation well. I'm improving." This repetition builds a new narrative that your brain starts to accept as true. A thought experiment, using your brain as a partner. Imagine your brain as a teammate with quirks and habits you need to manage. Instead of battling against its tendencies, find ways to align its natural inclinations with your goals. When you trick your brain into thinking success is safe, achievable, and rewarding, it becomes your greatest partner in building the life you desire. Final thought. Your brain isn't your enemy, it's your most powerful tool. But like any tool, it requires skill to use effectively. By applying these techniques, you can trick your brain into overcoming fear, silencing doubt, and embracing action. The art of thought manipulation isn't about deception, it's about mastery. When you learn to guide your brain instead of letting it guide you, there's nothing you can't achieve. Topic 2. Techniques to override fear, procrastination, and self-sabotage. Fear, procrastination, and self-sabotage are some of the biggest obstacles that hold people back from achieving their goals. The good news is that these patterns aren't permanent. You can take control and replace them with behaviors that move you forward. Here are some simple techniques to help you overcome these challenges and take charge of your actions. 1. Break tasks into tiny steps. Fear and procrastination often arise when a task feels too big or overwhelming. By breaking it into smaller, more manageable steps, you reduce the pressure and make it easier to begin. Instead of thinking, "I need to finish this project," focus on one small part, like organizing your materials or writing the first sentence. Completing one step gives you momentum to tackle the next. 2. Set a timer to get started. Getting started is often the hardest part. Set a timer for just 5 or 10 minutes and commit to working on the task during that time. Knowing you only have to work for a short period lowers the mental barrier. Once the timer ends, you'll often feel motivated to keep going. 3. Challenge negative thoughts. Fear and self-sabotage often come from negative thoughts like, "I'm going to fail," or "I'm not good enough." Challenge these thoughts by asking, "Is this really true? What evidence do I have that I can't succeed?" Replace the negative thought with something more positive like, "I can learn and improve with practice." 4. Focus on progress, not perfection. Perfectionism can paralyze you. Instead of waiting until you feel perfectly ready or can do something perfectly, focus on making progress. Remind yourself that done is better than perfect. Celebrate small wins, even if they're not flawless. 5. Visualize the positive outcome. Fear thrives on imagining the worst-case scenario. Flip the script by picturing the best-case scenario instead. Imagine yourself succeeding at the task and how great it will feel. Focus on the benefits of completing the task rather than the difficulties. 6. Create a why statement. Connect the task to a bigger purpose or goal. Ask yourself, why is this important to me? What will I gain by overcoming this fear or completing this task? Having a clear reason gives you the motivation to push past fear and procrastination. 7. Take imperfect action. Sometimes the best way to deal with fear and self-sabotage is to act before you feel ready. Remind yourself that waiting for the right time often leads to more procrastination. Even small, imperfect actions can build confidence and lead to progress. Create a reward system. Motivate yourself by setting up small rewards for completing tasks. Promise yourself something enjoyable after finishing the task, like watching a favorite show or having a treat. Your brain will associate completing tasks with positive feelings, making it easier to overcome procrastination next time. Limit distractions. Distractions fuel procrastination. Create an environment that helps you focus. Turn off notifications on your phone or computer. Set up a dedicated space where you can work without interruptions. Removing distractions makes it easier to stay on track and avoid self-sabotaging behaviors. Use affirmations to reduce. Fear affirmations are positive statements that help reprogram your thoughts. Repeat them to yourself whenever fear or doubt creeps in. Examples: I am capable of handling challenges, or I have what it takes to succeed. Over time, affirmations can help replace fear with confidence. Find an accountability partner. Having someone to check in with can keep you motivated and reduce procrastination. Share your goals with a friend or mentor and update them on your progress. Knowing someone is cheering you on can help you stay focused and push through obstacles. Practice self-compassion. Be kind to yourself when things don't go as planned. Fear and self-sabotage often grow when you're overly critical of yourself. Instead of saying, "I failed again," try, "I'm learning and improving." Treat setbacks as opportunities to grow rather than as reasons to give up. Final thought: fear, procrastination, and self-sabotage may feel powerful, but they don't have to control your life. With these techniques, you can take small steps to retrain your mind and actions. Every time you push past these barriers, you grow stronger and closer to achieving your goals. Remember, the key is consistency. Keep practicing, and over time, you'll find it easier to take action and stay on track. Conclusion: becoming what you think. As we've explored throughout this journey, the power of thought is transformative. The idea that we become what we think isn't just a motivational phrase. It's a principle rooted in psychology and personal growth. Every thought we have shapes our beliefs, influences our actions, and ultimately defines our reality. Mastering your thoughts means taking control of your inner dialogue, the beliefs you nurture, and the attitudes you embrace. By consciously cultivating positive, empowering thoughts, you lay the foundation for a life of purpose and success. The mind is a powerful tool, and when directed with intention, it can lead you to personal mastery and fulfillment. The path to mastering life begins with mastering your thoughts. This process requires consistent practice, self-awareness, and an openness to change. By shifting your mindset, you open yourself to new possibilities, overcome challenges, and attract the outcomes you desire. Remember, the journey isn't about achieving perfection, but about continuous growth. As you evolve your thoughts, you evolve your life. You are not just a product of your circumstances. You are the result of the thoughts you choose to hold. In the end, becoming what you think is not just about achieving success in one area of life. It's about embodying a mindset that enables you to thrive in all aspects of life. You already have everything you need. Your thoughts will take you there. As you reach the end of this journey, take a moment to reflect on the powerful truth we've uncovered. The key to mastering your life lies within your thoughts. Everything you need to create the life you desire is already inside of you. The mind is a vast and powerful tool, capable of shaping your reality and guiding you toward your dreams. Throughout this book, we've explored how your thoughts influence your actions, your decisions, and ultimately, your destiny. By learning to direct your thinking with intention, you unlock the ability to transform every aspect of your life. You don't need to search for external solutions or wait for perfect circumstances. All the resources you need are already within your reach. The journey doesn't end here. It's just the beginning. Every day is an opportunity to choose empowering thoughts, to build the life you want, and to continue growing. With each thought you nurture, you pave the way for a future that reflects your deepest desires. Remember, you are the architect of your own reality. Trust the process. Trust yourself. Your thoughts have already set you on the path. Now it's time to walk it with confidence. You already have everything you need. Your thoughts will take you there. You are listening to the book, You Become What You Think, published by Restart You Human. The life you envision begins with the thoughts you choose today. Master your mind, and you'll master your destiny.